Dear online security and rape recovery diary, this is Annika, psychic medium and channeler, sucker of all kinds of energies. I suck up the energies of my environment and transmute them into something better. After 24 years of rape, every 2 to 5 years I created an online security diary to stay safe. Dear plastic surgeon, I want this face. Yes, my dear, this is 300,000 US dollars. Okay. Ding, ka-shing. A woman can dream. Am I gonna make it until 70? Or is this over? Where were we today? So much happened. Today I locked myself out of the house. I walked and walked and walked and walked, and I felt so light and free. And then halfway to the supermarket I realized I feel too light and free. I forgot my bag. So I had to go back and get the bag. And my mother wasn't there. She was for massage. She went for massage, and the massage takes 1 hour. She told me, I'll be back in 1 hour. I asked her, when are you back? In 1 hour. So I thought, oh, perfect. As soon as I'm back, she should be there. But she was gone for 2 hours. She was gone. But yeah, and I waited and I waited. I would have waited in front of the door for 5 hours if I had to. In the end, I took 5 hours to go shopping and back. And on the way back, I found my father. I met my father and we had a conversation. So the whole trip through the cold, waiting 1.5 hours, like in the cold, or being in the cold and realizing and then waiting, so it's 1.5 hours already, and then going again and do the shopping here and there with a puzzled brain, and to all the shops I had to go because Cat needed his breakfast, his special 5 a.m. breakfast as well, which he wakes me up for very often. So and on the way back, just before the last store, before uphill, I met my father, and maybe we talked an hour. I have no idea how long we talked, but we talked a while and we couldn't stop talking. He said, are you talking to me again? I said, don't I always talk to you? And he said, no, last 2 times you didn't. Yeah, because his girlfriend was with him. I don't know. The last time we got into a fight because he didn't want to see me after she said, I don't feel like guests today. So he again told me I could apologize. I will never this lifetime apologize for anything. She could apologize to me for rejecting us, but she doesn't even admit it. She lies. I don't deal with liars. If someone lies, leave my reality. I do not want anything to do with them. Maybe she lies to herself. I have no idea, but I don't deal with lies. Lying energy, just fuck off. It's nothing I want in my vicinity. You lie to me for any reason or other reason, then protect yourself, and there is no reason to protect yourself from me. I haven't done anything to anyone. Nothing. I'm not doing anything to anyone. Like accuse me of anything. I said bad things, yeah, but after they lied. So lying in my world is a crime. It's like a real bad crime, a proper bad crime, especially if you pretend to love a man. Because if you love a man, you automatically love the children. Like if you meet someone and the person doesn't love your children, I don't believe the person loves you, even if they tell themselves that. But maybe check your bank account. If you have no money, I might believe it. But I don't believe that. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. So many people, they think that game, that money game, relationship money game is a thing you can play. And I don't think so. And I would protect my father. He would never listen to me, but it doesn't matter. I look for myself, after myself, and I do not deal with lies anymore. I don't accept them in my vicinity anymore, because look where it got me. So now I keep away everything that could hurt me in any fucking way. And lies, number 1. Not my girlfriend, not my problem. And don't worry, Daddy, if there's any problem, if you buy a house and she lives in there, I will never cause trouble. They even tested me, tried to test me and asked me, and he was scared there could be a problem. No, I would not kick her out of a house and sell the house. I would not. I was homeless. I was kicked out. Why would I do the same thing to someone else? Like, if take their home. I'm not doing that. Why do people think such shit of me? Seriously, why are they even scared? Why do they even want to test it? Why do they think that's a possibility? I just can't deal with these facts. I can't deal with the projections. I can't deal with the reality of my family, of me, and not believing what happened to me. Same thing, I told him about the antibiotics thing, and he said, yeah, but you cannot prove it. Yeah, I also can't prove the rape, but they all happened. It's all true. It all happened. It still means they did a criminal thing. The pathology did not test my shit. They didn't test it. They didn't diagnose. Doctor couldn't diagnose. Doctor treated me like shit. Doctor didn't try to find out what I really have. He just tried to send me to another doctor, but he said, oh, don't even try to go to them. Like, you can try, but they only take private patients, so you have to go to another city. And I didn't even have the money to go to that other city because my sister wanted to pay the bill for me in case the government doesn't approve my money. But the government approved my money and they did not pay the bill, and my sister did not pay the bill. And then me, with the government money, which was not enough to pay the bill, had to pay the fucking bill. Who paid it? Mama paid 750 euros for a 180 euro bill. I haven't done anything wrong. All I wanted was one fucking proper course of antibiotics. Proof or no proof, that's the truth. It's the truth I live by. I know my shit, I know my body, and now I have proof for myself, black or white, and I know it's the same fucking bacteria than before because the garlic makes it better. I have garlic first thing in the morning and garlic last thing in the evening, just because when I don't do it, I feel much worse. It's much more foggy when I do not have the garlic. So the garlic is kind of necessary so I don't fucking die from that bullshit. And I have my proof, now I know, and now I'm even firmer. And he thinks I should ask for the government money again. No, never again. As soon as I work, I'm gonna make that money in 1 or 2 days. That's it. Like, whatever I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna ask for 500 euros from the government again to be tortured on top of it by not being granted any medical assistance, not in the hospital, not with the refugee doctor, not with the normal doctor. Nobody helped. That's not normal. Like, why would I ask for help if they traumatize you on top and then you have to deal with the trauma of the trauma on top of trauma? I will not do that again. And I cannot believe my whole family thinks that's a possibility. Like, what the fuck is wrong with German humanity? Like, what the fuck? Seriously, and I'm not even saying anything anymore. I am in the wrongest place. I'm in the wrongest place. I'm so wrong here. And he also said, like, do you think somewhere else it will be better? It was better. In Australia, the doctors helped. How many times should I say that? I don't think anybody's listening to me. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So all day gone, 5 hours for shopping, daddy issue, mommy issue, like, what's happening? And then through the cold, it's the coldest day in the whole year, and I lock myself out. Forgot my backpack with my keys, with my money. Seriously, I walked and I felt so light and free, and I thought, oh yeah, today I feel good. And then, oh yeah, of course, you don't have your stuff. And then walked again, and the furthest way for baby cat. And then in between, I looked into the sun and I channeled energy from the sun, and I just kept laughing about the situation. I felt like, what the fuck? Like, are you for real, Germany? Are you serious? Am I really like, it's really me against a country, not like the whole country. The whole country's mindset is so completely different from me. Like, I have nothing. I don't feel like connected to anything or anyone here. I feel so not understood, misunderstood, projected on, like everything I do. And then my father said, yeah, you know, and he tried to explain science to me, why it's important to socialize. Yeah, but not if I sit there and people project on me constantly, and I sit there and I feel that, and all I have to do like constantly is defend myself, defend this, defend that, and then explain myself, explain this issue, and we have like completely different opinions on every little thing. And then I come back home and I'm exhausted, so exhausted. Why should I socialize for that? Like, that, there's no point. Socializing doesn't make sense if it drains you even more. No, thank you. So he said, you want to meet this next week? I said, yeah, can you please take me to a restaurant? I really would love to eat like a huge proper salad, like a good salad from a restaurant, nothing I had to make myself. So yeah, it looks like we're going. He said, yeah, let's talk again and then see if it's gonna work out. So now, until that happens, I really want to be working and saying, so here, I got money, insurance, stop talking. Like, seriously, like, leave me the fuck alone. Just let me heal. They don't understand. They don't understand. So I have to do something this weekend so I can just say, so no, here, insurance, this and that. And then I hop over to Switzerland and set everything up. And yeah, fuck everyone. Seriously. I can't listen to the same story over and over. It's two different worlds. They don't understand what I went through. That's like, you would never expect any of these things from me if you understood what happened to me and what I had to go through. Seriously, sorry I look too healthy for all the shit that happened. Really sorry. Sorry that energy work and Reiki and detoxifying your system constantly and or over and over between not toxifying keeps you like wrinkle freer than others who work as a slave, unraped, and drink every evening. So sorry. It was just shopping, eat, and the day's over. 6:30 p.m. It's like a day gone for nothing. Seriously. And then I should socialize? No, thanks. I just want to be alone. Now I have to keep checking the door because the cat's outside. Like, I can't say, yeah. I didn't let him out when I left. He wanted to go out, and my intuition said, don't. Not that I take too long shopping. I had like, my intuition told me shopping will take longer today. I didn't think it would take 5 hours instead of 1 hour. Usually it's 1 hour, go to the shops, go back 1 hour. Today, 5 hours, and Kat wanted to go out, and I thought, no, today is not the day I should let Kat out when I go shopping, because shopping will take a little longer than usual, and it's extremely cold outside. And I don't know what happens to Kat. Would he ask the neighbor, meow, let me in, and would they let him in? Like, I'm not sure. So when I was waiting outside for 1.5 hours, it was 1 hour in front of the door. So 2 neighbors saw me. One neighbor, like, first nobody offered to come inside. And I thought, I wouldn't even go inside because I want to be there when my mother arrives. So I can get in and go shopping. I had no food. Like, until 4 p.m. I didn't eat, didn't drink anything because I was shopping. And the next one, like, they didn't offer me to come in. Then the other one, she came back outside and she said, do you want to come in? Like, if it's too cold, you can wait inside. And she even asked twice. And I thought, okay, at least that, but the other one not. Like, isn't that weird? You can't let someone, like, I would say no anyway, but that's something you have to offer to someone who's outside in minus, I don't know how many degrees. That was probably to clear my freezing trauma from I don't know when in Switzerland, when I was came back from a nightclub, from a party, and I was in a mini skirt. And did I have a jacket? I can't even remember. Just my little handbag and a mini skirt, like no stockings or anything, and boots. And I was staying at a friend's house. They gave me the key, and he did not explain to me how to properly open the door. It was super dark, and the lock was in the middle of the door. There was a second one. You had to lock up here and in the middle of the door. Like, twice in 2 spots. I didn't know that, and I tried only the one. I thought, I'm too dumb to open the door. I almost froze to death out there. I walked to, like, when I thought I'm gonna die if I keep trying, because I can't find the fucking keyhole for the key to open the door, and nobody was there, and my phone's battery was off on the way to the door. I walked to the door and whoops, phone out. I thought, that's impossible. The taxi driver asked me, should I bring you to the door? And I said, no, I can do that myself. Like, bitchy. I was bitchy to him. I thought, what do you want from me? Like, you don't take me to the door. I'm gonna go home without anyone. Seriously. And then I walked to when I thought I'm gonna die if I keep trying, I went to a train station. Like, I kept walking to a train station. I was so cold, I couldn't even speak anymore. I threw myself on the ground in front of people so they know I need help. And then one guy put me in a car with the heater on, and after a while I could speak again. And today I just walked in circles, like around the cars, to keep warm. I didn't know, is my mother coming after 1 hour, 2 hours? She was away for 2 hours. So 2 hours, and I kept circling, and I thought, I can do this forever. I think I could have done that for up to 5 hours, and I planned to do it until my mother arrives. And I kept walking in circles and walking in circles and walking in circles. That's how my life goes. Trauma circle, trauma circle, trauma circle, trauma circle, trauma circle. That's how I actually feel my whole life. It's freezing cold, it's freezing cold. I'm walking in circles, and I keep waiting until the door fucking opens and I can walk into the warm house and wash my hands with warm water so the pain stops. I have that winter disease as well, and I don't know if I have it since then, because I can't remember I always had it. Definitely since Switzerland, since I thought I could have frozen to death. And my ex-boyfriend, he said, are you too dumb to open a door? I remember I told him the story, and then my friend said, yeah, there was another lock in the middle of the door, but he didn't treat me as if I was too dumb to open the door. Like, how would I know there are doors like that where you need 2 keys in 2 different holes? And then when my mother came today, the neighbor, she took a neighbor's parking spot. Like, the neighbor wanted to take the spot and was waiting for the spot, but my mother, she parked inside quickly, and then the neighbor came screaming at her and saying, I wanted to take the spot, you have to leave the spot and let me into the spot. And my mother, yeah, you could say that a little nicer. And then she changed the spot. And I thought, what is happening today? Like, seriously, something happening up in the sky? Why? So my brain's done for today. I think I want to do a meditation, maybe one of these shamanic journeys. Just go through the woods with my spirit animals, which are really crazy funny. And I don't know, see what happens. That must be fun. Better than socializing, seriously. Just meet my spirit guides. They're cool, they're easy. They're not draining me at all. Okay. No, the journeys are pretty draining as well. But at least I have insights and don't have to listen to a German Robert story. Or, I don't know, go to a concert. He said, oh, you could come to concerts and stuff like, yeah, where everybody drinks alcohol and it's crowded, and then I'm heavy from the energies. They don't understand me and my nature. It's just, yeah, I would have to be drunk to enjoy it, or I don't know. It's not happening. Like, I don't want to go somewhere and have to drink so I can enjoy being there. So I'm gonna socialize with my spirit guides, like the animals in the woods. The shamanic journeys are weirdly animals. And the channeling is with angels, aliens, and other kind of spirit teams from whoever I call in. Sometimes I just choose a person, a public person, and then connect with some of their energies, which is pretty interesting. And I learned so much from that, but I can't tell anyone. I think it's not 100% ethical. I do that. Right? Would it be? I don't know. I don't know. So now I'm gonna check for cat every 15 minutes, I think. Not that he's like outside and meowing and freezing cold. Taylor.